Hi, Snickers and Butterfingers. Okay, so you guys did a really awesome job yesterday with getting all of the worksheets done. All of the Snickers and Butterfingers completed their entire worksheets, which was awesome, which means you all got a +5 on your paycheck. Great job. We're going to be working on something very similar today, almost identical, because we still have a lot of us are still having a little bit of trouble doing these. So I want to introduce a new strategy for doing them that I think might help a lot. So everybody should have a paper that looks like this. Tuesday, October 28th, writing and identifying expressions and equations. First, at the top, go ahead, fill in that vocab review. Product, multiplication. Quotient, division. Sum, addition. Difference, subtraction. So fill in those 4 vocab words. I know by now we've pretty much got them down, but let's just nail them in so we get them right every time. Okay, so the new strategy that I want to introduce, which a lot of you are already doing and doing a great job of doing, but it actually gave me a good idea that if I teach this strategy, it might help the people who are struggling more be doing as well as the people who are getting all of these right. So what some of you are doing, which is really great, is that every time you see one of those 4 words, so product, quotient, sum, or difference, that means you need to put parentheses around it, whatever it's asking for. So let's look at the review problem and talk about what this means. So 8 more than the product of 3 and a number. I see the word product. That means that whatever it's asking for the product of, I'm going to group together in parentheses because that needs to stay together as one term. So first, I'm going to start with writing out that product. So it's asking for the product of 3 and a number. That means 3 times n, put it in parentheses. This is 1 unit now. I can't split this up. Then it wants 8 more than that. Some of you guys were doing subtraction, and I'm not sure why. If I have 2 shirts and I then get 8 more, that means I'm adding 8. So 8 more than the product of 3 and a number. Because it's addition, this is the exact same thing as doing 8 plus 3. So the thing I want us all to try is to make sure that you have those parentheses when it says product, different, quotient, sum. Let's try number 1. So this one says, write an expression to represent the following. 8 less than the product of a number and 10. Okay, here we have product again. So before I even deal with the 8 less, I'm going to write out the product. So it's the product of a number and 10. Put it in parentheses because if it's a product, it stays together. So the product of a number and 10, that just means n times 10, or 10n. Now it wants 8 less than that. If it says 8 less than, that means the minus 8 goes at the end. You're not doing 8 minus. This is incorrect because that would be 8 minus 10n or 10n less than 8. Less than means it goes at the end. Because if you take away 8 from the 10n, it will be 8 less than 10n. So the answer is 10n minus 8. All right, finally, let's look at number 2. This we're doing the opposite way. So we have 16 minus 2n. It says choose 2 correct answers. There's actually just 1 correct answer. So cross off the 2 in the directions, right? Choose 1 correct answer. And then let's look at all the options. I want you guys to take a few minutes, pause this video, look at all the options, and tell me which one that you think is best. Okay, I'm trusting that you guys had a chance to pause the video and look through the options. I'm just going to tell you what the answer is for the sake of making this video short. But if I were to go through this, I would have first looked to see which ones didn't have the right product. So like A says the product of 16 and 2. In 16 minus 2n, the product or the multiplication is between the 2 and the n. It's not between the 2 and the 16. So A is definitely incorrect. Then I would have made my way through all of them, crossed them off as I went, and then letter E. If you guys got letter E, awesome work. If you didn't, let's think about it right now. So if it's twice a number n subtracted from 16. So I already know that with my multiplication, twice a number n, twice, some of you guys might have gotten a little bit confused with this, twice equals times 2. So that means multiply by 2. So twice a number n is 2n. Then it says subtracted from 16. This doesn't mean subtracted by. When it says subtracted by, you put it at the end, but subtracted from means that you're taking this 2n away from something else. So it would be 16 minus 2n, which is what we're looking to match with. So the correct answer for this one was E. Okay, go through the rest of the problems on your own. I've posted the answers for number 3 and number 4. I want you to try 5 and 6 independently. Remember, when you see sum, quotient, product, difference, put what it's asking for in parentheses. So it's asking for the quotient of a number and 5. Put it in parentheses, that's n divided by 5. So put the quotient in parentheses. I think that'll really help us with getting mixed up about what we're adding, what we're multiplying, what we're dividing when we have so many words and so many numbers that we're dealing with. All right, you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the great work on the computers. Remember, you get that +5 if you complete that worksheet. Good luck.